we are converting the Digitex Futures exchange into a DAO, into a decentralized autonomous organization that is going to be owned and controlled by its traders, basically by the Digitex community. How are we going about doing that? Well,
we gotta take a closer look at this one.
My lord, the crypto lifestyle.
For doing fuck all.
My lord, the crypto lifestyle.
Is your money working for you, or are you working for money? Welcome back, Francis here from the Crypto Lifestyle, educating you on blockchain tech and the impact it has on not just changing lives, but if you didn't know by now, this technology is changing the world. Digitex Futures has made a massive announcement recently which involves offering Digitex token holders a share of equity by issuing a secondary token called the DGDAO, which stands for Digitex Decentralized Autonomous Organization. As you may know or may not know, this is something that is very rare in this space. As cryptocurrency investors, we are not granted equity of a company like the stock world. So let's break down and highlight the key points of the article, which is provided for us on the Digitex Futures official website together. It describes how the DAO, or Decentralized Autonomous Organization, works. By the way, this is the first time I am even hearing about such a protocol. But hey, you guys know me by now, man. I am all about innovation. And at the end of this video, I will give you my conclusion and thoughts on all of this. So, the article begins by stating, Digitex Ltd, currently solely owned by founder and CEO Adam Todd, will convert itself from being privately held to be majority owned by its community of traders. Adam will rescind 80% equity ownership of the company in order to decentralize the exchange's ownership and reintroduce a system of decentralized governance by blockchain. Now, you see, what most folks fail to understand is, yes, crypto is decentralized, but ownership of these crypto projects and companies, in most cases anyways, are not decentralized. Meaning, there is still a single or a few entities who owns the company. So in rare cases in crypto, such as this, right? Adam is telling us, hey man, I'm offering equity ownership to Digitex holders, which is pretty darn cool because only a very small percent of crypto companies actually do this. Now, the article goes on to say, this will be made possible through the creation of 1 billion new tokens called the DGDAO token, representing equity ownership of Digitex Ltd. 80% of the DGDAO tokens will be locked into a smart contract called the DigiDAO Smart Contract and released daily to Digitex token holders over the next 5 years. So this essentially means tokens will be gradually released over a 5-year span, which I personally like because, you know, it's going to limit tanking of the price due to folks wanting to cash out, and also, you know, it should maintain the value of the Digitex token because you need to hold them in order to get these DigiDAO tokens. So now, how does DigiDAO payouts work, you may be asking? Well, according to the article, starting on the 1st of October 2019, not to be mistaken with the exchange going live on October 1st, 2019. I know there's a big misconception out there and a lot of people are saying this, but I just want to get this straight on the record. That is not the case. Okay, guys? So Digitex token owners who have deposited their Digitex tokens into the Digitex Futures exchange will receive 438,356 DigiDAO tokens each day, or 160 million DigiDAO tokens per year for a period of 5 years until all 800 DigiDAO tokens have been released from the DigiDAO Smart Contract. Okay, let's break this down into real use case. So, say there were collectively, okay guys, 150 million Digitex tokens in the DigiDAO Smart Contract. Since 438,356 DigiDAO tokens will be released daily, we will divide that number of tokens by the amount of Digitex tokens that are being held in the smart contract, which in this example is 150 million. This will give us 0.00292 DigiDAO tokens per 1 Digitex token. Now, say as an individual, you had 100k Digitex tokens in the smart contract that you own, you will now multiply 100,000 Digitex tokens by 0.00292, which equates to 292 units of DigiDAO tokens per day. Guys, this is pretty massive. Now, let's say the token rises to 50 cents, which it will at some point. I mean, we all know this, right? You know, once the exchange goes live, it's inevitable it's going to hit 50 cents. Now you're making close to $150 a day for doing fuck all. I mean, I'm all for that. Okay, I don't know about you guys. It's worth noting, according to point number 11, DigiDAO payments will be made once a day at midday UTC time from the DigiDAO Smart Contract into the corresponding accounts on the Digitex Futures exchange. So yes, it's confirmed that dividends, and you know what, at the end of the day it is dividends. Get it? At the end of the day, you get paid every day. So at the end of the day, it is dividends, right? You know, compensation, dividends, payouts, whatever you want to call it. You know, you're getting it daily, which is pretty cool. And I rather that over the more traditional monthly payments in which equity owners are used to. Now, what will be the value of the DigiDAO token? According to point number 15, the market value of DigiDAO tokens will be determined by traders when they are listed on the Digitex Futures Exchange spot market. There will likely be a close relationship between the price of Digitex tokens and the price of the DigiDAO tokens. So essentially, just like any other token out there, the market will decide its value. However, they do see it being close to the same price point as the Digitex token, okay guys? This goes back to my example I gave of 50 cents. Yes, they said that how, you know, the market will decide the price of the DigiDAO tokens, but they also alluded to that they do expect the price of the DigiDAO tokens to reflect on the Digitex token itself. Should be around the same price point, give or take, okay guys? So that's why I referenced to the 50 cents a token and $150 a day. So another point to highlight is point number 22, which states, for the first year of its existence, the DigiDAO will effectively be controlled by Adam Todd, because after 1 year, he will hold 200 million DigiDAO tokens, and the public will own only 160 million DigiDAO tokens, meaning that he would have final say over any governance votes. So essentially, Adam will own the max of 200 million tokens, right guys? So remember, he will be receiving 20% of the DigiDAO supply, and the community will get 80%, which is 800 million within a span of 5 years. This means, guys, listen carefully, Adam will have 200 million to himself in 1 year, which is the first year, which will give him the final say over votes, at least for the first year only. Because, you know, thereafter, the rest of the supply, which is 800 million tokens, will be dished out over the course of 5 years to token holders, which in turn will outweigh Adam's 200 million by 60% of the supply. Now, if you're a little bit confused, just hit me up, you know, on Telegram, or you can drop a comment below, and I will be more than happy to clarify anything to you in regards to the proportional of the supply for the DigiDAO Adam versus the community, okay guys? I know some people don't really understand how that works. I'll be more than happy to explain that to you, you know, via chat or in the comment section below. Now, for my American friends out there, man, I got some bad news. Sorry, broskies, but I'm pretty sure you are all used to this by now. According to point number 24 and 25, account holders on the Digitex Futures Exchange must complete KYC to withdraw the DigiDAO tokens, and U.S. citizens and residents cannot open an account on the Digitex Futures Exchange and therefore not eligible to receive DigiDAO tokens. I keep telling you guys this, just jump over across the border here up north in or Canada, and you know, you wouldn't be restricted to your crypto investments, but nobody listens to me. It is what it is. So there you have it, guys. We pretty much went over all the important points surrounding Digitex surrounding the decentralized autonomous organization, or the DigiDAO token. So none left, but here's my conclusion and final thoughts of it all. Okay, time for my conclusion. So I think Adam did a great job here, because the last thing we wanted to hear was him talk about, another launch date, right? That's the last thing at least I wanted to hear, and I'm sure we all can agree to that as well. Let's leave that up to SmartTech, the developers, to announce, and not the CEO. We've been there, we've done that. It's not our first rodeo hearing that from Adam, and let's leave that to the developers. So Adam, thank you for not announcing another launch date. But this new protocol called DigiDAO, which will grant us investors equity and essentially part ownership, is pretty unique in crypto, because remember, most people fail to understand that crypto is not all that decentralized as you think, at least in regards to ownership of the company. Okay, 80% of these crypto companies have one or multiple entities who completely owns the business. This means that us investors are not part owners, nor do we share equity of the company. But in this case, we are indeed much more a part of the company in comparison to most projects out there in the cryptocurrency space. So I personally love innovation and outside of the box thinking, and I believe this is absolutely 100% a step in the right direction for the Digitex Futures Exchange and its community members. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some value out of it, and if there's some questions that you still need to be answered, drop that in the comment section below. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than, until the next video, you're on your own. Later.
You still working for money, it ain't for you. Check the crypto lifestyle, teach you what you should do.